6. Discrimination against disability. Many of us are guilty of discriminating against disabled people, whether intentionally or not. People with disabilities are often treated extremely patronizingly by abled people, as though they were very young children. For example, a person in a wheelchair may be completely ignored, and questions such as, "Does he want black or white coffee?" are put to a companion rather than directly to the person. If people in wheelchairs can get around by themselves, and so are able to travel alone, they are frequently treated as though they are invisible. Other people simply push rudely past them without paying any attention to them. Obviously, people with disabilities will want to do the same things as able-bodied people. Thus, they will wish to visit museums, art galleries, restaurants, and other public places. However, gaining access to such places can be far from easy. Often, the entrance to public buildings is at the top of some steps, which can prove to be an obstacle to someone who is in a wheelchair. Admittedly, some buildings now provide ramps, which makes life much easier. Since doorways are often rather narrow, wheelchair users have difficulty in negotiating them. Having succeeded in entering a building, disabled people might well meet another obstacle. The only means of getting from one floor to another, especially if it is an old building, might well be by a flight of stairs. Even if there is a lift as an alternative to the stairs, it may not be big enough to hold a wheelchair. One good thing about modern buildings is that they are usually equipped with reasonably roomy lifts, as well as escalators. This makes life easier for disabled people. Nowadays, many disabled people are able to manage perfectly well at home by themselves. They might have a special lift to get to another floor, and a range of especially adapted appliances to help them fend for themselves. It is when they attempt to go outside that obstacles to ordinary living begin. Society must do all in its power to remove these. Some provision is now being made for people with disabilities, but they need many more facilities. Otherwise, society can be accused of ableism.